This is Bridget Kelly, and you are watching Wrap Up TV. I've been kind of singing just sort of by accident since I was a kid, and then when I got to high school, I went to performing arts high school. I went to LaGuardia in New York, so that kind of provided the platform for me to really become an artist and create my own music and perform it and express myself that way. I grew up listening to Mariah Carey a lot. That was vocally my number one. Mariah Carey, Brandy, Whitney Houston, and then later on Alicia Keys and Pink, and those are probably my most influential artists. Yeah. My management actually sent some songs to Jay Brown, and he listened to one in particular that kind of caught his ear and caught his attention, and he set up a meeting and had me come into Rock the Mic, which was just Jay's studio in New York, and it was like it was magic. I mean, we met, we clicked, had some conversation. He threw me in the booth and was like, just start singing, and had me sing a cappella for like a half an hour, and it was just, he was sold on it, and it was a match. It was a complete match. I actually met Jay-Z at a dinner, at a I guess a Roc Nation dinner, and man, he was sitting at the on the far side of the table, and so I didn't want to like push my way past anyone. I waited till everyone kind of, you know, cleared out of the room, and he kind of come to me and he's like, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" Just really casual, and I was kind of like, "Hey, hi, nice to meet you." very short of breath, if you will. So it was cool, but I mean, it's from that point up until now, it's kind of, our relationship has developed a little bit, and I'm much more comfortable if I see him in the hallway being like, "Hey, what's going on? How are you?" And, you know, really cool conversations. He's an artist first. So, you know, when in talks about my album and my project, I'm always seeking guidance and you know, and wisdom from him, because he's been around forever and just knows so much about arts in general and creativity, but then also on the business side. So he's a boss and a mentor. You know, he's like a big brother. He's fantastic to go to, and to be able to have that kind of relationship with the head of my label is rare and amazing. One thing I can say that I've noticed is something that I've noticed from the very beginning, is just to be conscious and appreciative of everyone that's around you, because I mean, in this I guess career, in this industry, you have people around you all the time who are constantly working really hard to make sure everything runs smoothly for you and for other people as well. And I think, you know, he has the kind of heart that will overextend, and he's around people all the time that overextend, and there's a constant, you know, support and appreciation that he puts out there. And I think, you know, making sure you don't burn any bridges or ruin any relationships, and, you know, it's tough. It's a tough position to be in, but I think, you know, that's something I've watched, you know, and seen, and just see how he carries his relationships with everybody around him. There's a lot of respect going back and forth, and so I think that's an important attribute to have. Everybody under Roc Nation, all the artists, we all know each other, we all support each other, we're all really cool. It's like being a part of a huge family. It's like brothers and sisters. It's the, you know, the rappers and the singers and the writers, and everyone is just, it's one big medley of talent under one umbrella. The way it kind of happened was the 9/11 show for Fuse, I guess, was it was aired right before Alicia Keys was supposed to debut it, I think, on MTV together, and she wasn't able to make it, and so Jay Brown actually was the one who suggested, well, you know, you can just have Bridget do it. She can just, you know, she'll fill in. She's, you know, she's pretty, she's light skinned, dark hair. Nobody will know the difference. Just throw her on stage with a microphone. She'll sing and it'll be cool. And, you know, it's, hearing the record for the first time was kind of like, man, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough record. But it's one of those songs that you can't, there's no half stepping with it. Like, if you go and you're going to sing it, you got to do it full out. And so that's kind of how it happened. And rehearsal, and Jay-Z came in and was on stage and kind of gave me a nod of approval, like, okay, this is gonna go down very well. So knowing I had that cosign from jump was pretty great too. Oh my gosh, I was up there with my microphone was like, I was like, hey, mic check. Really nervous, just because, I mean, it was in Madison Square Garden. So, I mean, being from New York, or anywhere for that matter, it just is the biggest, most amazing venue you could ever want to be in. That's every artist's dream, is to perform on that stage. So for that to be my introduction into my career was monumental, really monumental.